Everything must go. Engine, gearbox, front panel, fuel tank, the lot. And there'll be something made almost entirely of wood. Welcome to Dirt Cheap. I'm going to finish stripping down the chassis so I can clean and repair that as needed, which is why the engine, the gearbox and this fuel tank has got to come out. But first, we need to finish up with the towing kit round the back. I want to get the tone electrics out of this hole here because I'm not going to need them, but I do want to use the hole for something else. If you can guess what that is, stick a comment below. But as you can see, the bracket is behind the tow ball, so that's the next job, so I'll quickly get that off. So even with using tubes on the braking bar handles as extensions, and these nuts were really hard to come undone, so we had to use a little bit of heat to get that to break the rust on those. And the bottom two particularly were absolutely not giving it up. And once they were out of the way, I could extract the tow ball, and that showed me that it was a good idea to take this off. So the two little self-tappers holding it on underneath there actually, which is a bit of a surprise. I used an impact driver to get those out. And then we were able to extract the electrics. So I want to get the tank out for a few reasons, but the main one right now is to check and clean down in behind there. We better cover those fuel lines. The tank's only held on there with 3 volts, so time to see if they come undone. You should know the method by now. Wire brush and penetrating oil. In the end, we had to resort to a small amount of violence. Of course, I forgot to undo the fuel line, so that's not too hard to overcome. So the next thing I'm going to try and do is get the gearbox out, but we'll make that a lot easier by removing the exhaust. I've got brass nuts up on the exhaust manifold, which should make that job a lot easier. The rest of it, try and get it undone, but I doubt it. The hangers certainly are so rusty, I imagine they'll just have to get cut off. The next tricky job will be the prop shafts. They're tricky anyway, but now they've got rust and mud build up on there. They're 9/16 nuts, and you have to rotate the prop shaft to sort of open up the U-joint to get a socket in there well enough. The back won't be too hard. The front's tricky no matter when you do it. It might be easier now that I can see down from the top without the body on it. The last of the ancillaries to remove from the gearbox was the handbrake lever. So I cleaned up the 2 nuts that hold into the bucket of the chassis, and then I thought it was just a case of undoing the pivot down here, which was tricky enough as it was, but that actually didn't give me enough room. So I ended up having to cut the very rusty clevis pin down here. Now it all got a little bit stressful, I'll admit, and so I didn't get much of that on camera, none of that on camera, but it is now off. Next thing you do is to clean up this gearbox before we get it out of there. Now that's going to be pretty boring, so I'm going to stick you in time-lapse mode, and I'll hopefully see the other side when that looks a little less minging. And that is about as good, I think, as going to get. Time to undo some bolts. Right, time to crack out a new toy. Battery ratchet. Ah, classic. Studs come out with that one. So just that last one there. I think we're there. I'll get the crane sorted and we'll lift this out. Right, this is the plan. This is what we got going on. Hopefully that's somewhere near the middle of the weight of the gearbox. Let's give that a red hot crack. You know, it wouldn't be long before big lever was needed. There we go. It's more gentle persuasion. Oh yes, it's starting to move here. Yeah, I'm suspecting that I don't have that strap quite in the right place. And therefore, the weight is still to the front. Maybe I could cure that with a ratchet strap. Ratchet straps, they're definitely becoming a theme, aren't they? Right, let me get this hooked up. Right, that's that hooked up. It's pulled the crane more towards the front of the gearbox, and hopefully that's just enough now. There he goes. There he goes. Let's jack that up. See if I can wiggle that up out of there. Here we go. Right, let me get this stashed and then we'll get on with the front panel and the engine next. So that front grille was just 3 bolts along the front and 2 hoses, one down there on the water pump and one on the top of that. Air cleaner was next, big jiggly clip on the carburetor end, and then wing nut here on the air cleaner mount, and that just comes straight out. I gave the engine a bit of a clean up next. I didn't film that because you've seen the gearbox one, it's probably not very interesting. Then engine mounts, they were 17mm nuts, which surprised me a little bit. The one down here under the air cleaner was really tricky to get to, but we have got them both out. So I'll set up the crane next. Ratchet straps, you just knew it was going to be ratchet straps. So let's get this engine out of here. Wait, I promised you something made almost entirely of wood. There's been some measuring and some maths. Not much maths, quite a lot of measuring. The upshot of which is this piece, which is going to go into the flywheel, has to be 9 centimeters thick, which I can achieve just about by introducing another piece of wood on top. I'll drill and screw that down in place, and then we'll get on with building the mounts on the front. Wiggly wiggle. Rotate. Oh, you beauty. What's that phrase? I love it when a plan comes together. There it is, sat in its wooden cradle, all rock solid. Let me know what you think of that in the comments below. I'm going to get on and clean this chassis up with these flat discs that I picked up from the middle aisle. You know where I mean. But that is a story for another time. If you like what you're seeing here, click the old thumbs up. If you want to stay in touch, the subscribe button is for you. Otherwise, there are plenty more videos on this channel to watch. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.